Hey guys, this is Adrian Mingo. I don't know if you've seen a previous video from me, but I am the former editor of Tech Bible, which is currently down for the time, but I'm looking to restart. I'm just doing a quick video in response to an article by ZDNet writer James Kendrick. He wrote about Windows Phone as an OS, and it's not being he stated that it wasn't a passion-filled, passion-driven OS. It was passionless. So I'm pretty much doing that video response in return, because he said that something about Android, the ability to customize Android, caught his fancy, and even iOS. Even iOS, he said, the ability to put apps into meaningful folders or pin them to the dock was more passion driven, but I really don't see how much passion there is in just putting stuff into basic folders. But what he doesn't get, he said he doesn't like the idea of having to drag the tiles around the home screen. Sure, that's not for you, but if you had your home screen in the way I have my home screen, where everything is pretty much personal for me. You see my email I access the most, my Skype, the ability to start a note from right on the home screen, stuff like that. This feels personal to me. He says that Windows Phone doesn't excite the geek in him. Well, that's your taste, but I guess you don't have to. You have to bring your personal opinion into the world and burden an already slow-growing Windows Phone. Windows Phone already has enough things to deal with. Your personal opinion doesn't have to, I guess, rule over other people who need to, take the time to try it. I guess probably, I don't know how long you use it, but if you use it for quite some time, you get, close to the device, familiar with the device and what it can do. You really see that it actually grows on you, and you start to love it. And when you say passionless, you cannot be referring to Windows Phone, because from what I've seen of this is all about passion. I was a previous user of Windows Mobile, 6.5, 6, 5, all the way back. And if you were talking about passionless, those were the products that were passionless. They were so, the user experience was so terrible, stuff like that. But when it came to Windows Phone, they completely reimagined it, rebuilt it from ground up. And there's so many wonderful things I can tell you about in Windows Phone. The small flourishes, when you have multiple emails, you can see the emoticon on the messaging icon switched from a relaxed or smiley face to a wink face, a wink type of emoticon. And when there's like 5 or more, it becomes a type of horrified emoticon. So stuff like that, small touches like that. The fact that you can, when I'm bored, I pretty much just play with my phone. I just have it. I move the home screen up and down, have it fall right back down. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Android does not have. They don't really focus that much on the design. So the passion is in the design of the interface, which is pretty much unlike anything we've seen before. So maybe it's a choice of bad words. It's a bad choice of words. So in your description of Windows Phone, but if it's not one thing, it's definitely passion, filled passion. So what else? So you said about folders. Of course, this is only the second iteration. There was Windows Phone 7 to get the game going, and then there was Windows Phone 7.5 Mango, which was to bring it more up to par with Apple and Android. So of course you expect to see more developments as we go on. There's Windows Phone 8 right on the horizon after the refresh of Windows Phone 7.5 Tango. So we're going to see that pretty soon. Microsoft's not just going to sit there and let stuff stagnate. They were still not in a safe position. They still have to win over the market, so they're going to bring the dual core phones and better camera software, even better than what's already here, which is already ranking as one of the top camera interfaces on any platform. Passion, you can never call Windows Phone passionless. The stuff that went into building this phone. I have the HC Titan here. The fact that you can have your phone off like this and just uh, keep your hand on the camera button and wake it up straight to the camera. This is the kind of stuff that's been winning Smoke by Windows Phone competitions. So Windows Phone is definitely not passionless. And you were talking about the list of scrolling applications. Well, would you rather have a horizontal scrolling interface where you have to scan all of the icons to see what app you want to open? To me, I rather do the vertical scrolling, because you can see one by one what application is as you scroll down. So first is this: you have to scan all 5 rows, all 5 columns, and then the rows. You have to keep scanning. So there was a lot of thinking and a lot of passion that went into creating Windows Phone 7.5. And if you don't see it, well, I guess it's unfortunate for you, but I do see it, and I'm pretty much a geek too. I'm a geek too. I started with Windows Phone, Windows Mobile. I hacked that device to get it into whatever shape I wanted to get it into, with so many themes, replacing DLLs to get the various effects on the various menus. But that kind of stuff wears off sometimes after a time, and you just want something that works out of the box. And Windows Phone is what works better for me. For a time, I even tried iOS, and that was good too, because that was ready as it is, as it was to go. But when I saw Windows Phone, and I was so shocked that Microsoft actually came up with this. So, and it's pretty much became personal for me. My favorite contacts are all pinned to the home screen. Various articles from various news applications. Baconet, which is a Reddit app, you can pin various stories right onto your home screen. This is passion driven. There cannot be any explanation. It has to be passion driven to come up with something like this. It's original. It's not a copy basically of iOS, even though there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of argument around who copied who. But this is definitely original. This is definitely passion driven. Even the app makers are passion driven in creating the apps to run on this wonderful interface. So yeah, that's just the reason I'm creating this video, is in response to Mr. Kendrick's article on ZDNet about Windows Phone 7 being a passionless OS, and that is totally wrong in my opinion. So my advice is for you to go try it. I'm serious, go try it. Don't go along, be led like sheep. Do not go by basically what you hear. Go try it for yourself and see if it suits you. And this is Adriel once again. Thank you for watching. I'll probably come up with some other video later. Goodbye.